Good morning, YouTube. Sorry it's been a while since I've had to get a chance to do a video like this. And today's video is a Browning Auto-5 Sweet 16. You heard it right. I picked this up not that long ago. Always wanted one. I've had a couple Auto-5s over the years, Belgian of course. Both 12 gauge. One was a pre-war and one was a post-war gun. This gun, according to the serial number, as best I can tell, is 1952. And of course, Sweet 16 being 16 gauge. And you have to watch out for some of these earlier Brownings, especially the Belgian guns, that they're not a 2 9/16 inch shell instead of 2 3/4. This being 2 3/4. So I'm going to be patterning this, and I've got some number 6 and some 7.5. And I'm going to pattern around 35-40 yards to see where it hits. And I've also got it to the setting for the friction ring on the heavier shells. There's a lot of the people who work on the Auto-5s will tell you, they said put them on the heavier settings. If it cycles, fine. If not, then adjust it. And we'll see how it shoots and we'll see how it cycles. Well, there you go, YouTube. That's the 16 gauge Belgian Sweet 16 Browning Auto-5. Now, if you might have heard the first shot, it didn't quite cycle. That was a 7.5. The 6s cycled fine, even with the friction ring on the heavier setting. After that, I took it and I adjusted the friction ring, and I put it on the light setting for the light loads. The 7.5s still did not cycle. I loaded up 3. None of them cycled. The number 6s cycled perfectly with 3 in there. So I don't know if it's just the ammo, but given the patterns, the number 6s at 35 yards pattern just fine. So I'll hunt with them. What I might do is I may buy a new recoil spring for this, because if it's the original, there's a good chance the spring has collapsed some. I oiled the very lightly where the recoil spring goes before I came out here, so I know it's oiled. It's a good chance it could be that the spring, especially if this is an original spring to the gun from the 50s, a good chance the spring might have collapsed some. So, but number 6s seem to cycle just fine, so that's not a problem. But there you have it, another nice little shotgun. I do plan on taking this out this year, because I can't use a pump as much as I used to, so I'm going to be using this Browning. So there you have it, YouTube. Another nice shotgun, Browning Auto-5 Sweet 16. And by the way, if you were looking for one of these, there are Browning 16 gauges out there. If they don't say Sweet 16, they are not a Sweet 16, and make sure you don't pay Sweet 16 prices for it. Have a good day, YouTube.